What if I told you that running slower is killing your body, but running as fast as you possibly can keeps you decades younger? I know that sounds insane, but sprinting triggers something in your body that almost no other exercise can touch. And I'm not talking about the obvious stuff. I'm talking about changes so profound that scientists are calling sprinting one of the most powerful anti-aging tools we have. Most people think sprinting is just for athletes or kids on a track. But by the end of this video, you're going to see why this might be the single most transformative exercise you're not doing. And the first change that happens might actually save your life one day. Sprinting rewires your fast twitch muscle fibers. As you age, you lose fast twitch fibers first. These muscles are responsible for explosive power, quick reactions, and catching yourself when you trip. Studies show that people who maintain their fast twitch fibers stay independent longer, but walking, jogging, and slow cardio do almost nothing for these fibers. They need maximum effort, and sprinting delivers that. Every time you sprint, you're telling your body we need these muscles strong and fast. Your nervous system wakes up. Your muscle fibers fire at full capacity. Your body builds explosive strength that makes you feel 20 years younger. Your entire hormonal system gets a massive upgrade. And I'm not exaggerating when I say sprinting might be the most powerful natural hormone booster you can do. When you sprint at maximum effort, your body floods with growth hormone and testosterone. These are the hormones that build muscle, burn fat, and keep you feeling strong and energized. But here's what makes sprinting different. The intensity is so high that it forces your body to produce these hormones at levels you just can't get from jogging. Research shows that a single sprint session can increase growth hormone by up to 450%. That's not a typo. And this isn't some sketchy supplement. This is your body doing exactly what it was designed to do. Higher growth hormone means faster recovery, better sleep, more muscle growth, and a metabolism that actually works. Higher testosterone means more confidence, better mood, and the kind of energy that makes you want to attack the day. You don't need to sprint for an hour. A few all-out sprints, and your body starts changing from the inside out. Now here's where it gets really interesting. Sprinting turns your body into a fat-burning machine. Most people do long, slow cardio trying to burn calories during the workout. But sprinting flips the script completely. When you sprint, you create what's called the afterburn effect. Your metabolism stays elevated for hours, sometimes up to 24 hours after you're done. Your body keeps burning calories while you're sitting on the couch or sleeping. This is called EPOC, and it's one of the most efficient ways to burn fat. But it's not just about burning calories. Sprinting specifically targets visceral fat, the dangerous fat that wraps around your organs and increases your risk for heart disease and diabetes. Studies show that people who do sprint intervals lose significantly more belly fat than people who do steady-state cardio, even when they exercise for less total time. You're working less and getting better results. Sprinting completely changes your cardiovascular system in a way that slow cardio never will. But the real magic is in how sprinting trains your heart to recover quickly. After each sprint, your heart rate spikes, then has to come back down. This teaches your cardiovascular system to adapt rapidly to stress. Whether you're running to catch a train, playing with your kids, or dealing with an emergency, your heart will be ready. Now, before we get to the benefit that's going to completely change how you think about aging, I want to let you know that sprinting is powerful, but it's just one piece of the puzzle. If you want a simple step-by-step blueprint to reset your entire body and feel 10 years younger, I created the Complete Body Reset program. It shows you exactly how to build sprinting and other powerful movements into a plan that actually works. It's linked in the description below. All right, now let's talk about what sprinting does to your brain. Sprinting floods your brain with BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor. Think of BDNF as fertilizer for your brain. It helps grow new neurons, strengthens connections between brain cells, and protects against cognitive decline. Research shows that high-intensity exercise like sprinting produces significantly more BDNF than moderate exercise. This means better memory, sharper focus, and a brain that stays healthy as you age. But it's not just about long-term brain health. Sprinting gives you an immediate mental boost. After a sprint session, you'll feel more alert, more focused, and mentally clear. Your mood improves, your stress melts away. This is because sprinting releases endorphins and dopamine, the chemicals that make you feel unstoppable. If you've ever felt sluggish or mentally drained, a few sprints might be exactly what you need. Here's another benefit that's going to sound too good to be true. Sprinting strengthens your bones in a way that almost no other exercise can. When you sprint, the impact going through your legs sends a signal to your bones that they need to get denser and stronger. This is critical as you age because bone density naturally declines, especially after 30. Weak bones lead to fractures and a loss of independence, but sprinting reverses this. Studies show that high-impact activities like sprinting increase bone mineral density, particularly in the hips and spine. You're not just building muscle, you're building a skeleton that can handle life. Now let's talk about something that might be my favorite benefit. Sprinting builds unshakable mental toughness. There's something raw about sprinting as hard as you possibly can. Your lungs are burning, your legs are screaming, every part of you wants to stop. But when you push through that wall and finish the sprint, you prove something to yourself. You prove that you can handle discomfort. That mental resilience carries over into every area of your life. When you've trained yourself to sprint through pain, dealing with stress at work doesn't feel quite as overwhelming. Sprinting teaches you that you're capable of more than you think. Now let's talk about the mistakes that keep most people from experiencing these benefits. The biggest mistake is sprinting too often without recovery. Sprinting is extremely demanding on your nervous system and muscles. If you sprint every day, you're going to burn out or get injured. Aim for 2 to 3 sprint sessions per week, with at least one full rest day in between. The second mistake is not warming up properly. You can't just walk outside and sprint at full speed. That's how you pull a hamstring. Spend at least 5 to 10 minutes doing dynamic stretches, light jogging, and a few build-up sprints before you go all out. And the third mistake is trying to sprint for too long. A true sprint should only last 10 to 20 seconds, because that's how long you can maintain maximum effort. If you're still running after 30 seconds, you're not sprinting. Keep the sprints short, the effort maximum, and the rest periods long enough to recover. So here's how to actually get started. Find a flat, safe surface like a track, a field, or an empty parking lot. Warm up for 5 to 10 minutes with light jogging and dynamic stretches. Then do 4 to 6 sprints at maximum effort for 10 to 20 seconds each. Rest for 2 to 3 minutes between sprints. That's it. The entire session takes less than 20 minutes, but the benefits last for days. If you're just starting out, begin with 3 or 4 sprints and build up as you get stronger. The key is intensity, not volume. You're not trying to run a marathon. You're trying to shock your system into adaptation. And once you start doing this consistently, your body will change faster than you ever thought possible. Share this video with someone who's ready to discover what their body is really capable of.